After throwing more than 100 pitches against Plainfield North to get Naperville Central to a regional final, Ryan Ironman can only be a spectator, at least for most of this game, against the sectional second-seeded Waubonsie Valley Warriors. Nick Santoro and Garrett Howitz are looking to back up pitcher Jason Neville, who beat the Redhawks after a 3-hit complete game shutout all the way back on April 1st. Neville ends up losing a shutout on this day in the very top of the first. Connor Gurnick on third after a single, a pass ball, and a productive out. He gets home thanks to another pass ball with Kevin Clifford up, Hawks up a run. Neville faces the same situation in the second, save for the fact that it's Bo Buchanan on third and Gurnick at the plate. This time he goes for the straight stuff and gets Gurnick to swing and end the threat. Meanwhile, it's Central starter Glenn Kozlowski in some trouble in the bottom of the second. Brandon Peterson gets good contact on this, but his knock only finds the glove of Bobby McMillan to strand Connor Yukna on second, still 1-0. Top of the third, Central gets RBIs from Clifford and Billy Oliver to go up 3-0. Now it's first and second for Logan Muckenhern. Not a bad pitch by Neville, up and in on the letters, but Muckenhern still finds a patch of green in the outfield. Mac Heatherly scores, and once the throw gets to Nick Price behind the plate, he guns out Muckenhern going for 2. Still though, it's a 3-spot, Central up 4-0. Bottom third, Yukna must be feeling the pressure of that deficit because he's trying to go for third on this bloop single from Ryan Jones. Jones, by the way, 4 for 4. The gather and toss from Dan Valise is perfect. Tom Amansky would shed a tear for that. Yukna gone, Bonsie done, still 4-zip. Dovey finally gets to Kozlowski bottom of the fifth thanks to Brandon Peterson. He goes the other way, and Yukna scampers home. Still work to do, but it's 4-1 after 5. Bottom 6, the Warriors are back for more, down 6-1, and with 2 on, it's Luke Marzano, the single up the middle. Kozlowski not missing many bats. Santoro, the lead runner, he isn't sent home, so the bases are loaded with just 1 gone. Howard's up next. This looks to be a tailor-made 6-4-3 DP, but the ball eats up Gurnick. He's 6, Santoro scores. That's the good news. The bad news is that the Hawks bring in Ironman to get the final out after a Jones RBI single. Peterson, fielder's choice, ends the inning with the bases loaded, 6-3 Central. The Redhawks don't let the Warriors get any closer. Buchanan, the lead runner for a bases-loaded situation, top of the 7th. Here's what those Hawk outfielders are dealing with, so keep that in mind as Gurnick sends a shot to right field. Joey Spano lets it drop to score a run. Then it's McMillan with 2 outs. Howitz commits the 4th Dub V error of the afternoon. Muckenhern and Valise score. It's 9-3. Clifford up to put the exclamation point on things. Just an old-fashioned single to bring in Gurnick. 10-3. I'd say that's a pretty good cushion. Zach Bianucci comes in to finalize the deed for Central, and he goes 1-2-3 on the eager Warrior bats. The 10th-seeded Redhawks take care of Bonsie for another upset win, and the team's first regional plaque since 2012.
Connor Gurnick did a great job of just getting us going right away. Our dugout was into it. Glenn set the tone later in the game, and we just built off each other, and we had a lot of momentum going in, and we didn't stop. Coach Stock and the rest of the coaching staff did a great job of keeping us up, making sure we didn't get down. And we've worked hard this season. We've worked hard this week, and it's starting to pay off. Just getting the green light going and just swinging the bats. We had a lot of walks today, not too many strikeouts. Bob and I had a couple strikeouts in the row, but at least we're green. We're not looking at called third strikes. We're looking to hit, and it paid off today. We got some. They made a couple errors because of putting the bat on the ball and putting the pressure on them. So I think we kind of forced the issue today.
We didn't spend a ton of time talking about who we're playing. The coaches know a little bit. We want to make sure we don't let their best player beat us, and we want to know who can run and take a look at things like that. But as far as attacking Neville, it was the next right-handed pitcher we saw, and so it wasn't too much just about him as it was just about the next guy we're going to see, and we were going to hunt our fastballs, and when we got him, put the bat on it, and we forced some plays. We ran the bases a little bit better, made him throw the ball around a little bit. We could have done a little more, I thought, especially early. But the whole idea was we were going to take it to him.
They definitely took a nice approach against him. I think they were a different team, and we've been kind of saying that all year. We're different from what we were 2 months ago, and so are they. And they made some nice adjustments at the plate.
First pitch strikes is always a main goal that we try to have at Central. That's what they teach ever since from day one, even back when I was on the freshman team. It really just, you want to get ahead in the count, and then you can throw whatever you want. You can throw more curveballs off speed, and it keeps them guessing, and you got a better chance of a good outcome.
all year Glenn's been right around the plate, and I think that kind of picks us up. No one likes a slow baseball game where they're just standing out there and watching the walks. So just by keeping the ball in the zone, keeping it low, throwing up grounders, and our infield I thought did a great job today making plays. And everyone was just up. The outfield was always ready for something because he's always around the zone. And Waubonsie's got a good team. They got a lot of guys that can put the bat on the ball. Clearly they were a 2 seed in our sectional, so they clearly sprayed the ball around. But I thought Glenn did a great job mixing up speeds and just keeping the ball in the zone, which keeps everyone up. The innings get going quick and makes it more fun.
Most of it was working, especially my slider. I don't think they hit one of those, and then my changeup really helped roll up some ground balls. And I mean, when you have a field like that, like my field, or infield and outfield, it's just anything could work.
I just couldn't be prouder of a group of kids. Kind of been saying it all year. I've had the pleasure of coaching the seniors for 3 out of their 4 years, and really just really proud of what they've done and where they're kind of moving the program.
They're a good team. They hit well. They put it in play, and they made me keep throwing all my pitches, and so I was happy to get through that. My field could back me up, and I felt like I had a good at it.